All right, guys. So I'm very freaking excited for this training because we were just talking about the fact that it's always really good to have a refresher on hair care products, skin, all of our products. But there's so many things that we all realize that we say and do, and Asia and Sasha and I'm pumped for this call. So what we're gonna do is really just kind of go over everything that you guys need to know in your selling points. Okay. And the one thing that you guys need to understand is that whether you just joined or you've been in this business, we got to know our facts, okay? And why we're the brand that we want to partner with and why we're the fastest growing freaking premium hair care company in the world. And you have to also understand, because it's something that I always forget, our hair care isn't just regular shampoo. It's not like the average thing that people are used to. We have a very unique technology, okay? And it requires a slightly different set of rules as to how to use it and so on. But I'm going to let Sasha take over. We're going to kind of go over some fun facts, and then we're going to go into the products, and then Asia is going to wrap this up and talk about the must list you cannot avoid for a happy customer, okay? Sasha, take over.
Yeah. So guys, we need to kind of know what the difference is between like mass market and why we're different. Why is our company different? Why is our ingredients different? We know we have all the clinical trials under the sun, but all of us are going to take a part of why our company is different from so many others in the mass market. We produce using the latest scientific technologies and clinically proven ingredients. Okay. So they're all essential and they're able to come from a natural source instead of feeling like we're just like doing some fake chemical things to put things together and call it all fruit or all natural or whatever. You know, like when you look at fruit roll-ups, it's like all fruit, real fruit juices. Yeah, that's a lie. So like what we do is that we really go down in the ingredients of the highest quality of ingredients when mass market usually uses industrial ingredients. There is a difference. A pharmaceutical grade and industrial grade is completely different. Okay. So we use pharmaceutical grade products as well. We also use reverse osmosis. I'm sure guys, we're going to go to school for a little bit here, but so stay with me. When we use reverse osmosis, it's like using a filter on your shower. Okay. How many times do we see girls have like over sulfate hairs or whatever the case is, and it catches in that filter? So we use high filter water, reverse osmosis, in all of our products when we're making them. It minimizes the chemical and the stuff that you would find like in the filter of your shower or all the bad stuff, right? Mass market does not do that. Mass market doesn't have enough money to do that. Okay. Like Pantene and Dove and all those guys, they're fake news. When we produce the highest quality in food and pharmaceutical grade botanical extracts, essential oils, vitamins, and minerals, as I said, mass market does not use it, and they use industrial ingredients. I'm going to have Denise take it away so we can get through this less than 40 minutes.
Okay. All right. So another fun fact that you need to know, because people are going to be like, is it FDA approved? You already know the answer to that. If you don't, Google what are things that do get FDA approved. But the one thing you do need to know is that all of our ingredients are FDA approved. And the other thing that's interesting to me is we've never failed. They've announced this actually at a conference. We've never failed a microbiology test. Google also what that is, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that. Okay. The other thing that they announced at a conference, the World Congress of Dermatology, which is one of the most incredible and credible, where they tested our products and found them to be effective. I just want you guys to know these facts, because I think, like Sasha was saying, this is what builds confidence when I talk to people who do care about this shit. I don't care about this stuff. I would never ask somebody about this stuff, but some people do. So this is important. The other thing that I always tell people, we meet the UK beauty standards, which is toxic free. So, and you guys need to know, we don't shift any of our ingredients that we use in the US to get approved in the UK. So that's really big. Like you guys know how many ingredients are accepted in the US versus Europe. If you don't, also Google that. We're naturally based. That doesn't mean we're washing our hair with leaves and flowers. Okay. So, we don't need to make it sound like it's freaking nature. But it is sulfate free. It's gluten free. It's vegan. there's no silicones. It actually also works. So that's why I tell people that when they do ask if it's clean, I say, yeah, but surprisingly, this shit actually works. Leaping Bunny approved. I don't know if you guys know the difference between cruelty free and Leaping Bunny certified, but this is something I learned my first year and I was blown away. And I won't get too far into it, but it's an internationally certificate. Okay. And anyone can do this. But most companies probably takes a lot of research and shifting stuff in their ingredients to their products for it to keep working the way it is. So they don't, but they'll say they're cruelty free, which means they're still possibly potentially testing it on like, ingredients like in the low run, but they're not testing it on maybe the main ingredients. So again, they're not technically Leaping Bunny certified. So that's what I say sometimes if somebody tells me they are cruelty free already, all of this. And I'm like, but are they Leaping Bunny certified? It's a fun way to educate somebody. Now I'll let Leisha take over.
Thanks. Yeah, so I'll finish up with need to knows and then I'll go into curly stuff. But our products are never boiled and they're also done in small batches for consistency and maintaining nutritional value. This is more important than you think. And it's also, just as a plug here, our products have 1 year of shelf life exactly. And that is partly because of all the nutritional value we keep by using small batches and not boiling the products and all that stuff. So that's another thing your clients should know. 1 year shelf life. We have a scientific advisory board, which is really cool. I mean, we're talking about hair care in this training, but our scientific advisory board works on all of our products. Literally my VIP was like, are you sure there's actual vegetables in these greens? Because they taste way too good. And it's like so suspicious that there's vegetables in here. And I'm like, yes, did you know we have a scientific advisory board that helps us with all this? And I use that as a way to educate her. She had no idea. Multiple leading ingredients that are specific only to us, right? So Rejuvenique oil, Capixul, these are things that you're not going to find in any other product. They're literally patented to us. So when I'm talking to people about that, I'm like, yeah, our oils, you can't get it anywhere else. And most of our products are made with our patented oil. And then Denise and Sasha both touch on this, but really, really amazing ingredients, botanical extracts. I can never say botanical, essential oils, and just like really sustainably sourced ingredients that larger companies are not taking the time to do. And then lastly, our packages are sustainable. I don't know if anybody has tried the recycling program, but it's pretty easy. I do it all the time. Everyone in my family now, they are like saving up their bottles, and I like go around to my mom's house and like collect everyone's things, and I just do it all at once. That's how I like to do it. It's already paid for. All you have to literally do is print out the label, tape it on your Monday bucks, which we all have tons of, and drop it off. So easy. And a lot of our VIPs don't know about that either. I had a VIP try to leave me the other day because she was like, I want to use sustainable packaging. And I was like, oh, you didn't know you could recycle our bottles? She tried to like switch to the bar shampoo. And I was like, no, bro, back it up. So a lot of things people don't know about. So let's get into the actual products. I'm going to talk specifically about products that I use on my hair type and other hair types of my clients that are curlier or have coarser hair types. So Super Nourish line. Okay. This is, I'm going to just say it like this. Super Nourish line is definitely not for everybody, but it's also not always the answer for somebody with curly or coarse hair. Okay. It's not like the go-to that you should always rec if somebody has like really curly hair. It's still, our stuff is always it's like never one size fits all. So it's still get to know what their needs are. But for me specifically, I love Super Nourish line. It is really heavy. Okay. It is like oil based. So it isn't great for everyone. And sometimes even people with curly hair, it's too heavy for them. I use it in the winter specifically on my hair because my shit is dry in the winter, but in the summer I use smoothing. Okay. So also our hair changes with the weather. Things to know about the Super Nourish line: there is no Capixyl in this line. So if it's not great for hair growth. So if you have a client who has really curly hair and growth or hair density is like their main concern, this is probably not the line for them. Also, another thing to know about Super Nourish is it does have some like nut-based oils in it, like pine nut-based oils. And I've had a customer who like freaked out because she had someone in her house who can't even like be around in the air of nuts. Like that's how bad the allergy was. So if you're thinking about recommending Super Nourish, just check about allergies. It's really important. Masks. Okay, we have like the best masks, and I've tried a lot of hair masks in my time, and ours are just so good. One thing that I love to recommend for people with curly hair, thick hair is our mask cocktails. Okay, and one really great that when I say mask cocktail, I'm saying using more than one mask in a wash or as a treatment. A lot of times people with curly hair, we've tried so many different things, and maybe we're not ready to like switch over our whole routine completely. As we all know, it's good to use our products all together and not mix with other things, but sometimes people just aren't ready to make the full switch, and you can get a VIP just by selling somebody 2 masks. So mask cocktails are great. I always, if I'm making a mask cocktail, Gina Butler said super moisture mask. Yes, super moisture mask is like literal bae. And if you mix this mask with any other mask, it is like chef's kiss. So I love hair transformation mask and super moisture mask. And when you're recommending this to VIPs and walking them through how to use it in the shower, you're doing your 2 shampoos like regular. You're putting on the first mask, so if it's hair transformation for and then super moisture over the hair transformation, so literally at the same time. Replenish and super moisture is also a great combination. Another thing that's great for curly hair that I'll do with mask cocktails is a deep condition. So what I mean by deep condition is like I will do my whole routine. I'll do my mask cocktail and I will leave it on for like a long time, 20 minutes. Some people with curly hair have like steamers and things like that, like at-home steamers. Those are great too. But deep conditioning is a really important part of keeping your curls moisturized. And when you go to a salon and get a deep condition, like I'm trying to make a appointment at this curly salon and they're trying to charge me like $300 for this service. And so it can be really expensive, and mask cocktails are a really great, more affordable way to get the treatment that your curls need at home. Another thing I will say is that really thick curly hair. So we know with all of our products, because they're more concentrated, we don't need a lot of it, right? We're always telling our VIPs don't overuse. The fact of the matter is, if you have really thick curly hair, you're going to need more than even what we recommend to somebody maybe who doesn't have thick hair. Still not as much as I need with other products, but definitely more than like maybe Sash or Denise might use. And so when I do my mask cocktails, my products go longer because I'm using like 2 instead of like doing a big scoop of 1. So that's just like a trick. So yes, that's that about mask cocktails. When I am recommending styling products for curly people, I'm never recommending just one. The key to like getting your curls and keeping them looking good for a few days is layering your products. So especially with our styling products, I'm going to talk about my favorite ones. But when I'm styling my curly hair, it is like soaking wet. It has to be soaking wet. CC cream goes first. Bond Repair leave-in goes on top of that. And the third layer is Moxie Mousse. And like even all that doesn't make my hair crunchy because the curls are just so dense. So layering is really important. I just mentioned CC cream really quick. It's like literally my favorite thing that we have. I pray every day at night that they bring it on full time. Literally every day I pray. It is the best. If it is out on it as an OFY and you have VIPs with even not curly hair, just let them know that it exists and tell them that they need to stock up on it because it is one of the best leave-ins I've ever tried in my life. Sculpting taffy is kind of like random. I feel like a lot of people don't recommend it a lot, but let me tell you, if you have VIPs who want to keep their edges laid, it's the sculpting taffy. Okay. That is the best thing to recommend for them. Also, if they have short hair, like 1 or 2 inch, maybe they have like a short cut or a short curly cut. Really, really great. I have like aunties who have like short pixie cuts and they live for sculpting taffy. Moxie mousse, I mentioned this in my layering. It's really great. The best mousse I don't really fuck with mousse like that. I never did before Moxie mousse. This is the only mousse I will use. It's not crunchy, and I always use it as the 3rd layer when I'm styling my curls. Bond Repair leave-in is new, and I think everyone who's tried it can agree it is amazing. It smells so good. First of all, it's repairing damaged curls every time you use it, and at the same time it's leaving your curls moisturized and more defined. I find that when I use Bond Repair leave-in, my curls are more defined than they are if I use any other of our leave-ins. Like the curl just does what it's supposed to do. So with all my recommendations for my curly clients now, I recommend Bond Repair leave-in conditioner for their after shower product. Which brings me to our regular leave-in conditioner. I never loved her. She's, I don't have any beef with her, but it's too light for my curls. And a lot of curly girls, it's too light. Leanna taught me a trick with our Restore leave-in conditioner. If you emulsify it really good, it'll go a little bit farther for you. And I have found that to be true, but for the most part, it's not enough. And if I'm using it, I am layering it with something else. But to be honest, I don't recommend it that much. It's just too light, especially for people with thicker hair or coarser curls. Lastly, curl defining cream. This is like the most, I don't know, it can go either way. For me, it's like the most deceiving name and product ever because I don't love it. I've never had a VIP with curly hair who likes it, and I don't recommend it that much. And I think my theory is curl defining cream has a lot of heavier ingredients in it, like shea butter. And these things are really heavy, especially if you are somebody who is switching to our products to repair your curls and your curls just aren't there yet. They're on their way, but they're not there. It is too heavy for those types of curls. Unless your curls are already very defined and very healthy. Those are the people that I find have the most success with curl defining cream, but otherwise it's just weighs your hair down. So that is what I have for curly. I'm going to pass to Denise. I'm literally out of breath, but I think we're making good time.
Crushed it. You crushed it. Loved it. I loved it. Okay. I'm gonna get started. So the first line I'm gonna start with is the junior line. Okay. Your selling point, obviously parents. The one thing that a lot of people don't know, and I didn't, well, I'm gonna speak for myself because I don't have kids. But it is really rare for you to be able to find a shampoo and a conditioner and a duo that is clean and vegan. Okay. That is actually like people like I have actually VIPs that are obsessed with the junior line, and 3 of them have curly hair, which I forgot to tell you that, Asia. But they love it. They just love the detangler too. The other thing about the detangler is that Sasha was telling me this, but now that I think about it, the junior detangler, I think, is more moisturizing than the on knot detangler. And the other thing that I used to use this for, I can't remember where I heard it from, but before we came out with the makeup balm remover, I used to use the junior detangler as a makeup remover because I couldn't find anything that was like clean that would actually work. So I would just tap it on like freaking pads and just remove my makeup. So when you sell it to somebody that's a parent, you can say also, listen, that detangler for your kid can also be your makeup remover, like 2 in 1. Social media wise, I'm going to give you guys some tips of how I would promote it is like sharing. Honestly, if you have family members that are kids or aunts and cousins and whatever, use the products on them and actually literally show before and after, because I think kids before and afters are so rare and it's so entertaining. It really is. Anytime someone shares anything, I'm like, no way that's your kid's hair, so do that. Or when you have friends that are like having kids, ask them what they're using. Those are like the ways that I bring up the conversations, and that's how I've actually signed any of my VIPs who then tried the men line, who then tried the women, you know. So it's a good way to enter. Dry shampoo, the champ. Who is it for? We all know it's either somebody who just doesn't want to wash their hair again because they're on the go and they're just dirty as hell. They're oily. They go to the gym a lot. Blondes love it. But the thing that you guys need to understand is our job with Monade is we want to help, like, because we hear either somebody's super oily and they have to wash their hair every single day, right? Or every other day, or we have someone like myself, Asia. I don't think Sasha, like, we don't need to wash our hair every day. Like, we're solid for a week if we really want to be, you know, or it could be more, whatever. But you know, you sweat, you're whatever, like we want to be clean. But we literally help people, right? Our products, we want to make sure that their scalp, their pH balance is, you know, good to go. And then they don't need to wash their hair every day, or maybe they're dry scalp, too dried out and they're getting oily. So dry shampoo is so good. And I always recommend it for someone that is getting, you know, a system for me. That's just an additional like $30, whatever it is, 28. And it lasts a long time. And you want to be able to help them train their scalp to not wash another day. No white residue, which I love. I will say one of my VIPs actually tried to leave me about this. And she's like, yeah, I just don't like that it leaves white. I was like, did you like touch your hair and shake it to see if it's going to go, or like brush it? Because it does right away. She's like, no. I was like, well, yeah, because it really is like one of the best ones I personally have tried. It's also infused with Rejuvenate, right? So it promotes hair growth. So when you have somebody who's like, I want to grow hair, dry shampoo also does. Social media wise, aside from you like putting it on, guys, do the experiment if you haven't done it. I'm actually dying to do it. I just need to have like the right person next to me for safety precautions, right? But do the experiment with another dry shampoo and show how clean and toxic free it is. Like, someone who might be using clean products might not be using a dope ass dry shampoo that's clean. Okay. Dry texturizing spray. I was very skeptical about this. I had never even used anything like it before. It is for everyone and their mother can use it. Okay. It's half dry shampoo, half hairspray. The first time I used it, I was like, I don't get it. What texture am I adding to my hair? Then I realized you can, because I didn't want like the hairspray feel, right? You can actually brush your hands through your hair. It doesn't have that effect. It's great for styling, great for volume. It's not great if you're blow drying your hair straight and you want to add texture, because I don't think it's going to do anything. Social media wise, I got a lot of interest when I once posted before and afters of just literally half side of my head with dry texturizing spray and half without it. It just shows a difference. Glossy shine mist. Again, I think it's for everyone and their mother. It makes your hair soft. It makes your hair shiny. It helps with frizz. So when you have somebody concerned about frizz, it's an option. It also promotes growth because it has Rejuvenate. Allie Hirschman said this, you can put it on your legs to make it shiny. Like, there's so many ways you can talk to somebody about this. And if someone tells you that they get oily super fast, like, or if they're concerned about this making them oily, just tell them to either spray it on a brush or on their hand and then apply it. Like, I personally, literally, like, anytime I have a friend over, I like to be a little extra, obviously. I spray it in the air and walk right into it. And I'm like, it smells so good, because it smells so freaking good. I have like top 5-6 products that Monade makes that I'm like, add this to the good list. Like, I'm a big smell person. So I love that. Social media, you can honestly see the difference in a before and after. Even when your hair is done and looks good and you put the glossy shine after, you will see that your hair is shiny. You can tell the difference. So before and after of that is good. Even maybe take a video of you doing it and then just show the after. Blowout cream. This product right here, every time I bring it to a salon, every stylist is like, wow, I really like the way this feels. They love it. The biggest selling point of this, I always say, dude, it cuts the drying time in half. Okay. No one wants, I hate blow drying my hair. Hate it. Curly girls, no, we don't want to do it. So that's really important, but it's a heat protecting, right? It gives you a salon blowout. Social media tip for this, timestamp when your hair is wet and then when your hair is dry, and see how long it takes with and without, and you can just show people regardless that it takes like 10 minutes to blow dry your hair, whatever the case is. Okay. Speaking of heat protectings, thermal spray, or we have the cream. Okay. So I think this is for everyone, again, who blow dries their hair or uses any heat tools. I personally love the spray. I don't use the cream anymore. I did at first, but I lean towards the spray. I love the smell again. The one thing that's really good to know too, that the heat protectant is up to 450 degrees. So that's big, right? You guys don't need to know everything about it, but like, you just need to know the degree. Like, that's a big amount of temperature. The difference between the spray and the cream, I think the spray literally doesn't weigh your hair down. It doesn't make it oily. And the way I look at it is this: before Monate, I had shampoo and conditioner. I didn't have anything else. Okay. After Monate, I was like, oh my God, I have blowout. Then I got Rejuva beads I got to do and all of this. But think about it, leave-in conditioner and all this stuff. When we like, these are good things we have to use on our hair, but sometimes I'm like, I'm just adding so much on, like, so it makes you think, is it going to weigh my hair down? That's why I like the wave spray, because I use the blowout, and now I love using the Bond leave-in conditioner over the leave-in conditioner. So for me to put the thermal spray on after, my hair doesn't at all feel like it's weighed down. Versus creamy, like, can make your hair feel a little bit more oily or a little bit more, depending on like your hair type. I would say probably if you have more hair like Sasha, like she was saying, like she has fine hair, that will be more oily. And the one thing that I remember them talking about this, always remember the heat protector. And sometimes maybe I don't always go by these rules, but you want to apply it last, right? You want that to be the last thing you apply, so that before you use the product, before you blow dry your hair or use any heat tool, that's the last thing that's on there. Social media tip for this, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but you can either take a little piece of knife and put the cream on a toaster on one side, or you can spray it and then put it in, and you can see the side that is protected with the heat spray is going to be safe, and the other side is going to be toasted, literally. Okay. The other thing that I want to say is, this is so important for social media. Don't just go on your social media, guys, and talk about like the before shower, the after shower, all of this, and like, make it fun for people, like, this is my go-to after the shower. This is my go-to like pre-shower, but like, break it up in different days so that people have something to take from. Remember how much knowledge that we have to learn all at once that we can't consume. It's the same for them. When they're watching something on your story, it's good to break it down. And then they're like, oh, that was a cool tip. Like, I'm curious about this product. Maybe they're not going to reach out, but then you do something else later on. That's your pre-shower. And then, they're going to it's just building information, and you're educating, and then intrigues people more. I'm going to switch to now the Intense Repair line. Okay. This line is very important, who you recommend it to, and so on. But just so you guys understand that this is like the line, including with black, which Sasha's going to cover. It has the most capixyl. It's the line for growth, even though most of our products have that. Just so you guys know, that is the only fact that you need to know. Starting with IRT spray. Who is it for? People that are balding, anyone who also wants additional growth. My hairline did not look like this 4 years ago. Okay. I remember spraying it on my baby hairs thinking, whatever, like, is this really going to work? And then I was like, my baby hair was like down here, and I was like, oh, am I growing bangs? It really freaking works. You have to be consistent with it. It's infused with Rejuvenique. Obviously, it's a booster for growth. So when someone's like, I really want hair growth, and you're recommending products, also always suggest that. Biggest tip that I've learned is to never shop with other people's wallet. Don't ever assume that they're not going to spend more than just for the shampoo and conditioner. Be like, by the way, you want growth? This other item really would make an additional difference in your routine, but we can always get it next time. But if you want to see some crazy results, add that in. When you're getting out of the shower, all you do is put it on your head. That's it. Social media wise, if you haven't taken any photos of your own, like just always ask your customers to be like, dude, please take photos of your hair because I need to see it. Because it is definitely one of the things that I would say we've seen so many quick results with. Like, I know like there's guys that like in 11 weeks, they're just like, they have a whole full of head of hair. Like, and I have no idea how someone wouldn't want to buy into that. By the way, guys, I found out that people literally fly to Turkey because Turkey is literally known for like hair transplants because it's a lot cheaper, I guess. And I was blown away. So when we launched there, you know how the IRT line is going to do. Anyways, all right. So intense repair shampoo. When I first used this, I remember thinking it felt very similar to black to me because it really does cleanse your hair. So it's good for people that are oily too. But I would never recommend it alone. Blondes love it, love the smell, but it does feel like clarifying. It promotes hair growth. It also improves like the follicle strength to reduce hair thinning. The ingredient that you guys need to know, and even though we're not getting into all the other details, is Capixyl. Okay. Capixyl is something that I learned 4 years ago that I say it like it's like automatically I say it every time I tell someone like, this is the ingredient if you really want to like know why it makes your hair grow. It helps reduce the scalp like inflammation. It makes your hair thicker and it gets it stronger, whatever. The thing that obviously, if you don't know this, why Monate is special, right? It's like, it helps repair your hair at the follicle level, which is like allowing your natural face to come back. When I first started, they used to say like, it really helps your hair come back to 80% of its natural state. That's really important. Intense repair conditioner. I recommend this. I can recommend this to anyone and everyone. It's like the conditioner that you can mix and match with most of all of our products. Okay. So don't let the repair and then the intense line confuse you and think this is not for everyone. It helps with obviously what it's the name of itself is repair. So it helps with breakage, but it also promotes hair growth with thinning. It also has the split end science in it. So it's kind of like the Rejuva, so that's good for the ends. Social media, we were talking about like, you know, the way it works with conditioners, I would say, obviously talking on your story, but like if you want to get a VIP out of this, that who's like maybe looking for a good repair system, you can get the bomb leave-in conditioner, right? Also promotes hair growth. IRTC, which is the conditioner, and then mix it with a shampoo of their need, and you're already $84 and over, and they can become a VIP. That's like a good solid system for someone to start out with. My other shampoo that I recommend all the time, and that I didn't know it was for everyone. I thought it was only for people that had dry hair when I first like started, but Renew shampoo literally is my favorite. Okay. If someone's oily, I'm going to always say, recommend a second shampoo so that like, and tell them not to use Renew on the top of their head and like from mid of their hair to their ends. It has the most oils and it's the most hydrating. Okay. Also promotes hair growth and helps with reducing thinning. Last but not least, and I'm going to pass this on to Sash, Rejuva oil. It's obviously for everyone and their mother, right? The science technology is patented. No other like it in the market. So that's like really cool for me to tell my clients, like when they want to know, like, why do you want me to like get this so bad? Like, you know, like for my second order, I was like, dude, like no one else has this in the market. The thing that you guys need to know, all of our products, Rejuva is obviously infused almost a majority, right? But the way it was designed is that they designed these molecules to be able to penetrate, like they're small enough to actually penetrate 3 layers into your hair. Okay. So it can actually repair. So when you compare it to other oils or other shampoo and conditioners, that's how we're different. It actually goes 3 layers in. That's how it's able to repair and make your hair grow, or, you know, whatever we're working on. You can use it for 101 things. There's literally a list of it, but I literally use it for, I'll mix it with my makeup. I'll mix it with my moisturizer if it's not as hydrating as I want it to be, your cuticles, my tattoos, Frizz flyaways. It's actually my go-to for frizz and flyaways versus like the Frizz Fix. Then one of my VIPs who told me she literally is like, I can't believe I waited this long to buy Rejuvenique. She's like, it's the only thing I can use on the babies, like when some like they have like a rash or like they have a little red thing like on their face. Everything else is like very like, you know, they're sensitive to. It's the only thing that makes it go away. Alopecia and psoriasis, like we can't make a claim that our products help with those, but guys, it's done so much like good for so many people. For cellulite, hydration, it doesn't end. Okay. It relieves itching. Help me with that. Social media, I would say my tip would be you can do a comparison, like another oil versus ours, and try to light it on fire. It's gonna light on fire because, you know, toxic free. Hello. And yeah, Sasha, since there's so much of the Rejuvenique, I'm gonna pass this to you, and then you can pass it back to Age.
Got you. So seriously, guys, the oil is made for everyone and done for and like cures everything. You know, like my big fat Greek wedding where they spray the Windex on everybody. That's the Rejuvenique oil, okay? It works for everything in every situation and every issue. So I've used it for cradle cap, sunburns, when cradle cap for babies. I don't have cradle cap, so I'm not a child, but I don't have a kid, but it does work for babies. Sunburns, like Denise was saying, before and afters. If you guys are on vacation, you get a little burn on your body or your face, please take the before and afters. You'll wake up the next morning and be like, whoa, what happened? This was going to last for 5 days, but not a day. I put in body lotion, like Denise says. I put in mascara, foundation. Like I actually use it as a makeup primer. I'm obsessed with it. I have the driest skin you've ever seen in your life. So truly, I love doing the oil before makeup. It just glides on your face so much better. Skincare is everything before you put on makeup. It's not the makeup, it's the skincare. So we're not going into that, but just so you know. What I'm going to talk about is Revive and Revitalize, the volumizing line. Some people love it, some people hate it, but the Revive shampoo and conditioners are volumizing line that is so, so good for thin and oily hair, okay? Who is it not good for? It's not good for people who have dry, coarse hair, but also who have a frizzy problem, okay? It will make it more frizzy. Specifically, Revive makes it more frizzy, not Revitalize conditioner. Revitalize conditioner is actually a very moisturizing conditioner that everyone knows. Sarah Hill, when she first started in this business and she was getting on to repair her hair, everyone knows it looked like it went through like a wood cutter. It's like not well. And literally she used the black shampoo and the Revitalize conditioner. That was her shampoo and conditioner when she first started in the line. So Revitalize conditioner is actually amazing. What do I use Revive shampoo when I am doing it for a client? If someone doesn't have thin or oily hair, but they're really looking for volume and growth, what I use Revive with is I'll do Revive, and let's say they're frizzy. I'll match it with a deep smoothing conditioner. When you guys are on your stories and you're talking about wanting more volume, everyone wants more density and everyone wants more volume. But at the end of the day, we have to curate all of these products when we're talking on social media and our customers to their scalp health, of course. But you can pair Revive with a Renew shampoo. It will give you the volume and the moisturizing with a moisturizing conditioner or revitalized conditioner, depending on the scalp health, okay? Or the hair or curly, straight, whatever the case is. Now, if someone is super dry and frizzy and they keep saying they want volume, but maybe they want growth, you want to go to Intense Repair shampoo over Revive, okay? Intense Repair shampoo does give you volume, okay? And it does give you growth. So you're kind of banging out the same thing, but Revive also has the Capixyl in it. I keep saying Capixyl, it's Capixyl, okay? Sorry. But I do actually like Revive. That was one of my first shampoos when I first started, and then my pH balanced out. Now I use Renew shampoo, and I actually, on a deep conditioning day, I'll use Super Nourish conditioner. Okay, so my pH balance is evened out, ready to play, need all the oils, I'm ready for it, okay? So how we want to use that on social media, like I told you, is a volumizing conditioner and shampoo. Advanced hydrating shampoo and conditioner. This is actually one of my favorite sets, and some people don't know where to put it or what to do with it, but did you know that advanced hydrating conditioner shampoo has hyaluronic acid in it. Does anyone know that? I want to put a 1 in the chat. Did anyone know that? Yes, put a 1 in the chat if you knew it. Keep you exciting, interactive. Nope, didn't know. Great news. Nope, yes. Okay. What is hyaluronic acid in the product and what is it really good for? It is so good for older women and men. I just want you to know, guys, your scalp ages 10 years faster than your whole entire organ of your body. Okay. So thank God we're an anti-aging shampoo. We're in the right business. So at the end of the day, advanced hydrating shampoo and conditioner is really good for older women and men. Why? Because they have wiry texture hair as age goes on. Now, hopefully they've been using Monette for a long time, so hopefully that doesn't happen to them eventually. But usually for older women who are looking for growth, I usually do intense repair shampoo with the advanced hydrating line, okay? The advanced hydrating line also has a technology that is not in any of the shampoos or conditioners. It's called the Patch C, and it's what's in the it's what carries the hyaluronic acid. It what carries all of the, like, literally basically hydrates the scalp. We all hear about hyaluronic acid in skincare and all that fun stuff. And there's something in the advanced hydrating. Okay, now this is not something that I think your social media gain would understand or really care about, but something that why you should push it is there's a difference between Rejuvenique S and Rejuvenique Quench. I didn't know those two things were different, but they are in this system. So the Quench is carrying the hyaluronic acid technology, and the Rejuvenique S is the essential oils, the patented ingredient, and all that fun stuff, okay? The hyaluronic acid technology, though, is innovative, is not in any other anti-aging shampoos. I'm gonna put some other brands on here. Vegamore, Prose, Olaplex, none of them have this kind of technology in of our bonded, our advanced, or any of those. So I'm just know that this is like one of the best lines, just needs to be used right. Okay. Some people think it can be too heavy. And if that's the case, you need to be pairing it with intense repair shampoo or black. All right. Black shampoo. This is my kryptonite. Okay. Black shampoo is so amazing for blondes and or people who get highlights with brown hair. Why? It heightens your hair color, all right? It has a certain ingredient and it's called, love to see it if I can find it. Wait, hold on, wait, I want you guys to really understand. Oh yes, Cortisorb, okay? I definitely hopefully said that right. But Cortisorb is actually in heighten. It's a UVA, UVB protectant for the hair. It's actually in Revive too. I didn't know that. But black shampoo, specifically, it makes your hair heighten and brighter. Like if I go 2 weeks after getting my hair colored and I do black, it heightens my color instantly when I get out of the shower. All right. It's like sometimes better than platinum shampoo. Great news. Okay. It has the most Compixel in it, just as much as Intense Repair shampoo. It is great to pair and it is clarifying, but you have to pair it with a moisturizing or advanced hydrating conditioner. All right. The advanced hydrating conditioner is light and it's amazing for curls, but please know that you have to add it with the moisturizing because it is pretty drying if it's by itself. Okay. The purifying and shampoo, this is my last thing, the purifying scrub and the purifying shampoo. This is one of the lines that does not have the Compixel or the hair growth science in it, okay? Please note when you guys are using the purifying, okay? It's used for oil, dandruff, flakes, but please don't overuse it. People think that if they got these problems, they need to be washing it with it every day. You will dry the hell out of your scalp, all right? It's a clarifying shampoo. So at the end of the day, you really got to make sure that maybe it's a once a week treatment. It's always paired with Revive or anything like that. Okay. The second thing that we're going to go over, and it's just selling points, guys. We're not getting into every single effing ingredient. You guys can get on your resource pages and do it yourself. Okay. Love you, mean it. But yeah. What I want to kind of go through the lines of what has Compixel and what doesn't. The advanced hydrating does not have Compixel in it, but it has Rejuvenique in it. My Cellar shampoo does not have Compixel in it. It does not have Rejuvenique either in it. Purifying and Nourish shampoo does not have any of Rejuvenique or Compixel in it either. And who has the hair growth? Deep Smoothing Duo, Renew shampoo, Black, and the Earth System. Okay, I call Earth System it's Intense Repair treatment. Sorry, I abbreviate it. But other than that, there's no peanuts or true nuts, but taffy has shea in it. So when you guys are going through all the nuts and the ingredients and the products and everything, please go in your back office and show the customers who are allergic to nuts their product pages. Okay. Don't be going and being like, oh yeah, no, nut free, it's Gucci. Like, no, show them the ingredients because they won't be well for what Asia said and everything. Like people just get like allergic from the air of nuts. Okay. We're going to close it out to Asia girl. Go ahead.
All right, let's close it out. We've been here long enough. Am I right? So I'm just going to talk about a few other things that are selling points and then just like must do's that we must do for all of our clients. The number one reason people are like, oh, I tried that before, or oh, I know someone tried that before and didn't work is like user error. I don't know if that's a real fact. I don't know if number one reason is a real fact, but I'm pretty sure it is. User error. It's like we cannot just let people get their products and just figure it out. And I don't know if y'all have a VIP onboarding system, but we should be onboarding our clients the same way we onboard our market partners. What does that look like for you? I don't know. For me, I'm extra. As soon as my client orders something or it's a new VIP or my current VIP tries something new, if I don't hear from them in 7 days, our shipping does not take that long. If I don't hear from them in 7 days or less, I'm in their messages. Did you get your stuff yet? Do not open it and like tell me before you get it. And because I don't want them to even try to use it without me walking them through it. I never tell them how to use it when the day that they're buying, because they're not going to remember. You're going to have to tell them again. Just wait till they get it. Tell them not to open it. Again, I'm extra. If my VIP will let me, I will be like, call me on FaceTime. I just did it with my VIP the other day. Call me on FaceTime. Bring your box to the FaceTime. Let's go through each individual product. I have my products on the FaceTime and we are together showing how much we need to put in our hands. We're emulsifying. It is very intense. It's probably just too much, but I don't care because I need them to use this correctly. You're not going to say that didn't work for you because it's crazy. Our products are good for everybody. That is how you get happy customers. That's how they come back for more. Again, you also have to check on them. One thing I've been doing and that my team has been doing most recently is 1 day a week, usually on Wednesdays or Thursdays, I reach out to 5 VIPs. Depending on how many VIPs you have, you might only need to do 1, maybe you need to do more, 10 VIPs, just to say hello. I have a list of all my VIPs, just to say hello, what's up, how's life, how's it going with your products, so that they're not only hearing from me on flash sales, and I'm checking in on them at least like once a month. Weather changes, your hair changes. My hair is dry as a desert in the winter. You don't even know. It feels like a bale of hay if I don't switch to Super Nourish. If that's happening to me, it must be happening to my clients as well. And they probably aren't going to reach out and tell us. So we have to reach out to them and provide that service. Another selling point for social media, especially, is like these clients have us, right? And so you want to follow through and live up to that. Like nobody from Olaplex or Pantene, sorry, I don't want to like, I'm not bashing, but nobody from those brands are going to call the client and like check in on them and see how it's going and recommend different stuff and switch it up. Like that is what makes our hair products and us as the people selling it to them so different, is that they have us. So really take pride in that and take pride in helping your VIPs, because the day that you like don't hear from them for like 4 months and you're like, she should have been out of her stuff by now, it's too late. They're either not using it, they haven't used it in months, and it's really hard to get them back after that. Another quick couple things, I'm sure you've seen people do reels of how other products are really like water-based. So our stuff is 60% product, 40% water. Other stuff off the shelves is usually about 80% water. This is why they're so great and potent, and you don't have to use as much as stuff you would get from CVS. So that's another great selling point to tell to people, and why it lasts longer, why they can purchase from us and not buy again for 3 months, or 3 to 5 months, depending on how often they wash. And lastly, educate your VIPs on flex-ships. If you were on the VIP point training before this, we talked a little bit about how you can use VIP points to get them excited about flex-ships also, but all of this is a part of your VIP and client onboarding. Like when I'm talking to VIPs, and everybody has a different system, right? I love sending product info sheets to my VIPs. Doesn't work as well for Denise. That's fine. You have to find out what works for you. I love sending product info sheets because if I'm in a store, I'm picking up every single bottle and like reading the back of it and looking at the ingredients. And I feel like for us, that's what product info sheets do. If I have clients who I know are really interested in the ingredients, I'm sending product info sheets. I love them. It's great, works great for me. Not everybody likes to do it that way. That's fine. But my point is, when you are talking to potential clients and educating them on what the experience is like using our products and working with us as market partners, be excited about FlexShip. Like when I explain it to my VIPs, I'm like, the only commitment you have in this VIP program is to place 3 orders, and this one counts. So you only have 2 more after this. We call them FlexShip, and they're flexible because you can pick any day and any products you want. Like, sounds so much better than saying like, you know, whatever, you have to order 2 more times or you have to push it every 60 days. Like, be excited about it, and then they'll be excited about it. FlexShip should be making their life easier, not harder, if you're educating them correctly about it. So yeah, that's just how I wanted to close it. My main message: do not leave your VIPs hanging. That is how you lose them. You have to check on them. Get yourself a system, make a spreadsheet. I don't care how you do it, but once you have a system for yourself of who you're checking in on, I have a psychotic spreadsheet of everybody, what their last order was, so I know when there's a sale, what they might need. Like, it's sick, but it works. And so you just have to find what works for you and make sure that you're providing that service to them, because that's what makes us really different from everybody else on the market. So that's all. We're going to end an hour. Not too bad, Sasha and Denise. You guys have anything else? Or are we good?
We're good. I think they got everything they need to know.
All right.
We can wrap it up.
Bless.
Thanks so much, guys. Hope these were helpful. We're gonna have one for skincare right after next week, hopefully. Bye.